Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SHMP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. That does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I actually did this one on Tuesday, but it was brought to my attention that there were some errors that occurred. So long story short, I don't think it ever made it out to the public. So that's why all these lines are updated and such. But regardless, we're here now, and we'll keep a close eye on it to make sure that it actually gets posted. But let's first do a little house cleaning. I'm going to go ahead and delete this line and then that line. Sure, both those lines pertain, but from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion and clutter because there's lines all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible. So on the update front, the first update that does need to be done comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So to give some credit where credit's due, the price did have a nice little bounce back. I mean, from the lows of the day to where it ultimately closed, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's still plenty of work to be done. But I mean, considering that it was all the way down there and then it managed to close right there, yeah, definitely a nice little move on the bulls part. But if this quote-unquote move is going to build any sort of worthwhile momentum, then 38 cents is going to be that initial area of resistance that needs to be broken. If the price can push up through there, then as I've talked about in past videos, it goes back to the moving averages right there, that purple line being the 50 period, and then that pink line being the 200 period moving average. But I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. You know, kind of no need to be talking about doing battle with the moving averages until the price can first get up above that 38-cent mark, and more so the near term. What about areas of support now? I mean, where are some potential areas that you want to see the buyers continue to show up at? And the main one going forward is going to be right down here at that level, which it also bounced off today at 32 cents. Going back through the history of things, you can see that that is right where the price bounced off of during that crazy gap down day. And then fast forward to today, yeah, the price temporarily got below it, but that didn't last very long, and the price snapped back above it. So 32 cents, you know, that next key level of support going forward. So we'll see if this is some sort of bottom forming or not, and if it does, or if it is and it does start to bounce, then the next key level to watch would be the level break right there at 38, and then keep an eye on those moving averages. So we'll see how this one continues to play out. Still a couple days left this week.
One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.